So in the last video we looked at offsets. I don't mean Migos. Then in this video I just showed you this I just showed you the Jumbotron offset one thing just in case you ever need it. But generally this won't solve our problem because we have two problems here. First of all, let us compare Udemy, what we have on Udemy with what we have here. On Udemy, first thing you have to observe is that the distance like this is wide. Look at it. It's wide. Keep your eye here. Let me switch to ours. So that ours is stopping here while Udemy's on is stopping here. So let's increase it first. Let's solve one problem at a time. So here, to increase it, we might want to use, let's say, height. 500 pixels. Sorry. I think this works. Refresh. Really? I think it's generally like this. If this doesn't work, then we have to use style equal to height 500 pixels. Cool. So refresh and we're good. So we've got the height now. The next problem we have is that this thing, according to Udemy, is a little lower on the page. Let's look at what Udemy offers. Hot sale, it's a little lower, but ours is a little up. See, ours is up. Let me refresh it. Ours is up, but hot sale is a little lower. And then if you look at the alignment, you see that our text is getting to this point, but according to what is obtainable on Udemy, all the texts stopped here. Then all the form stops here. The rest of the page is empty. Alright, so we will need to achieve that, and which means this particular div, we're using just an empty random div like this to dump things inside, wouldn't cut the problem for us. So we need to use, let's go and take a look at grid system again. Remember in the video, when we first started, I told you to read up this page. Go to Bootstrap documentation, click on grid, and read up the whole page. So if you scroll down on the grid page to vertical alignment, so somewhere here, vertical alignment, if you click on it, you see that it shows how several elements can be aligned on a div. So the first one is, if you set it to, look at the code here, items, align items start, it will put all the elements at the top. If you say align item center, it will put it in the center, and then this one, it will put it at the bottom. In our own case, we want it at the bottom or towards the bottom or in the middle. We'll try both of them and see which one works best. So let's start with the middle. But to do that, remember what container does to a page. Container puts everything in the middle in a page, in which case we don't really need the offset. We need to put it in a container. That's one thing. Then secondly, in this case, this container contains another div inside that has a row, and each row contains a column. I think we just need to, when I copy it and paste, you understand. Alright, then another thing is, let me quickly fix a problem that I saw that I made a mistake when I was creating this. I used div instead of li. Let me show you. In the form here, I use div instead of li. So if you use div, you should convert yours to li. Alright, so that the form will be an li. That's just it, nothing there. So we are back to here. So we copy. We're gonna copy this. Ctrl C on my keyboard. Come to this place. Inside the Jumbotron, Ctrl V, paste it. So I'm going to delete 3 of the rows. This thing has 3 rows. The first row, look at it, it has an ID of row, the second row, and the third row. So let us delete the third row and item center. The difference between all of them is just the alignment, the item start, item whatever. So I'm going to delete this. So good. So far so good. In Bootstrap, if you create, remember that I told you could divide, it divides the screen into 12 places. So if you wanted something to be divided into 3 equal parts, you can do col4, col4, col4. But Bootstrap 4 is also smart that if you don't do code 4, if you don't mention anything at all, it will divide it equally among the divs that are available. So if I did something like this, if I keep adding more div, it will be dividing it equally among them. So in this case, we just have one div. Let's see what this is first of all. Let us see what it looks like first. So we have them, as you can see, divided it into 3 equal parts. Take note that it's automatically aligned it. The reason it's aligned is because it's inside the container class. Alright, so we don't need these 2 extra divs in our case, and at the same time we want this to be code 4 so that it will take only 1/3 of the page. Then the things inside it, we will delete this, and then we come and copy what we have here already. So copy. So now we've copied it. We have to delete this offset one. We don't need it. We just improvised it to learn how it works. So I'll Control V and we're good. So basically we created a container inside a Jumbotron. The container aligns items to the center and occupies only 1/3 of the screen, and then has everything inside. So let's go and see what it would look like. Refresh. You see, looks perfect to me. Looks perfect. Then we have too many text here. Let's write exactly what is on Udemy's page. If we come to this place, we can copy hot sale on Udemy's page, and we can, instead of hello world, we can do hot sale. Control V, hot sale, $9. Then what's the next thing we have on Udemy? Get your best deal on courses. Control copy. Get your best deal on courses. So the class, note that the class here is called lead. So inside the Jumbotron, the subtitle is usually lead, then the rest is like just a p tag, which is a paragraph tag. So we can refresh. It's getting to the point I have to stop this video so that we can continue. Even though this looks cool, but to me it's not wonderful, because as you can see, look at, compare the two of them. Let me refresh this. So this one is up and there's too much space at the bottom compared to what we have here. In the next video I'll remove some of this and clear up everything. Alright, so which means I might, instead of center, we might just do end. See you in the next video.